شبيبة، صباح الخير عليكم. صحة فطوركم وصحة سحوركم، كل واحد وقتاش شاف الفيديو هدايا. بارك الله فيكم بزاف على التعليقات الإيجابية اللي راني نشوفها، من ربي يجازيكم بالبزاف. أنا الحاجة اللي نعرفها نسي نشاركها معكم، والحاجة اللي ما يكون عندها حتى فايدة مثلا تكون برك للمتعة، مثلا كي يصور طريق ولا الناس تتمتع، والله غير لحقوني بزاف رسائل، يعني بارك الله فيكم. ناس بزاف تحب الطبيعة، ناس بزاف تحب تشوف طريق، تحب تشوف آه، بلدان واحد اخرين كيفاش يسوقوا. على كل حال بارك الله فيكم. اليوم عندي مهمة شوية بعيدة 3 ايام هادوما. آه، عندي طريق لواحد البلاصة كيما راكم تشوفوه. شوف وين جاية. انا راني هنا، انا راني لهنا في دوبلن، والبلاصة هادية جاية لهنا، جاية في الصوت في الجنوب. البلاصة هادي يعيطوا لها كيلارني. البلاصة هادي يعيطوا لها كيلارني. ومن بعد ملتم نروحوا لواحد البلاصة جاية جاية لهنا، الله اعلم، راهي دينجل جاية لهنا. ونزيدو نروحوا لواحد البلاصة جاية لهنايا، وراهي جاية هنايا كليفز اوف موهير. وين مثلو ولا وين تورناو الفيلم تاع المسلسل ولا السلسلة الشهيرة تاع هاري بوتر. دونك انا واش راح ندير لكم باذن الله، الناس اللي سقساوني عليه تكتبوا برك الاسم تاعي تاع تيك توك، فارس بي سي كي، راه يخرج لكم في اليوتيوب. تسمى الناس اللي حابه تشوف فيديو طويل باذن الله تعالى راح ندير لكم كما نقولوا فيديو يكون طويل شويه. وشنو دي فوا نحط لكم دي فيديو صغار في المومون تاع الرحله هذه، باش كما نقولوا الناس نمتعوا الناس معنا. هذا ما كنشوفوا نروحوا لبلايص فيهم طبيعه، فيهم جبال، فيهم كذا، نمتعوا الناس معنا. ولا كان كاش نصائح ولا كاش عفايس في طريق ديكوفريناهم راني نشاركهم معكم باذن الله تعالى.
شبيبة، لا انا دخلت الوتيل وعطاولي الروم تاعي، جيت نفيريفي برك لقيت في التيكات هادية زعما اللي جات ستيكات شومبرا وكامل، خلات الاسم تاعها وكلش.
هذه اللي نيتوايات شومبرا ولا الاستيكات كيما راكم تشوفوا، واسمها جاسمين. يعطيك الصحة جاسمين.
هنا كما راكم تشوفوا كنت مريح في الريسبشن، نط بكري. انا كنولي نصلي الفجر الصباح، ما نقدرش نولي نرقد. ايا وشترت، رحت فيريفيت البوست تاعي، تشيكيت كل حاجه لداخل، كل حاجه بيان وكامل، وريحت نستنى الجروب تاعي حتى يخرج. هما كيعطيو لهم وقت، قالوا لهم الوقت عاد ساعة 9:15، دايما يزيدوا ربع ساعة 20 دقيقة باش يخرجوا. كاين اللي محصلين في شنابر تبعهم، كاين اللي مازال ما ناضوش. المهم انا ريحت وعجبني الديكور هكدايا، ايا قلت ندير لكم فيديو خفيف كيما راكم تشوفوا. شبيبة، لهنايا بعد ما جاو وبعد مدة انتظار طويلة تاع واحد 40 دقيقة باش جاو طلعوا كامل الباص وعاودوا حسبوهم وتأكدوا بلي ما كان حتى واحد خاص وما نساو حتى واحد. اتكلنا على ربي. دوك نفوتو على على الطاون هادي ولا على القرية هادي كما يسميوها. هادي البلاصة كما قلت لكم جاية في جنوب ايرلندا، يعيطوا لها كيلارني. كاينة عاصمة ايرلندا هي دوبلن، وكاينة عاصمة السياحة هي هادي البلدة الصغيرة اللي يعيطوا لها كيلارني. دوك واش نديرو، نفوتو بضعة كيلومترات يعني في وسط القرية هادية باش نروحو للوجهة تاعنا، ولا نبداو الوجهة تاعنا اللي يعيطوا لها دينجل بينينشلا. دينجل بينينشلا. طبيعة الحال انا هذه المرة ما استعملتش الكاميرا، ما درتهاش فوق راسي كما راكم تشوفوا، راهي في الجنب ولا في الجانب الايمن تاع الزجاج، يعني الزجاج الامامي تاع الباص. علاش؟ باش ما نبانش ماشي بروفيسيونال، وباش ما نبانش بلي ما رانيش مركز على الطريق، ولا ما على باليش انا كيفاش يشوفني الجايد ولا الجروب اللي معايا. هذه اسمها اول مرة نصور، باسكو علاش في طرقان ضيقين وكامل راح تشوفوها من بعد. اول مره نحط الكاميرا لهنايا بلا ما نديرونجي حتى واحد. تسمى الكاميرا تاعي اليوم خدمت خدمه تاع داش كام. هذا ما كان.
gym is closed and only opens at 12:30.
12:30. Okay, 12:30 is that 11:30 or 12:30?
That's 12:30.
Okay. Why wouldn't that be 12 and a half?
Well, it's only open at that time of the day. It doesn't open in the morning early.
12.5.
Otherwise, we'd all be in it. The gym. Alright, good morning. Folks, they will be narrower than this.
وهنا كما راكم تشوفوا يبداو ولا الدخله تاع الطرقات الضيقه. كما راكم تشوفوا في الطريق ما كاش الخطوط البيضاء اللي تفصل الطريق، يعني اللي ديرهم اتجاهين، على هذيك اللي اي مركبه كبيره تقدر تستعمل كامل الطريق. وسمعوا الجايد واش يحكي دوكا على الكنيسه اللي على اليسار.
I don't know which this is going for, but there's the church for sale here on the left hand side. See there? See that there? That's for sale, folks. Well, it looks like it could be sold. Imagine owning that. Now you'd have the graves there already. They come.
الله اعلم راكو فهمتوا واش قال. كنيسه للبيع، على هذيك اللي الانسان يحمد ربي على نعمه الاسلام. احنا عمرنا مشنا مسجد للبيع، بالعكس في اوروبا انا شفت بزاف اماكن وين كنائس شروهم مسلمين ورجعوهم مساجد، بصح عمري ما شفت العكس في بلاد المسلمين ولا في بلاد الاوروبيين ولا في بلاد الغير المسلمين. على هذيك اللي الانسان يحمد ربي صباح وعشيه على نعمه الاسلام. هادو الكنائس علاش داروهم للبيع؟ قالك حتى واحد ما يروح لهم. وهنا معروف الكنائس تقريبا شكون يروح لهم؟ غير الشيوخ الكبار ولا الناس كيبداو يكبروا، ماشي كيما حنا الحمد لله. المساجد تلقى ملي طفل يكون صغير حتى يولي شيخ، الحمد لله.
Beside them around, they're expensive things. Rams are expensive. Sheep are not expensive. Sheep are cheap. A sheep is only worth anything when it's on the butcher's block. Other than that, it's not worth it. You can buy a good sheep for €150.
Wow.
Yeah, but when you cut it up, it's worth 4 times that.
Wow.
That's why people don't have 10 or 12 sheep. They have hundreds. There's no money.
ما راكم تسمعوا القايد يهضر لهم على الكباش، يهضر على الحجره، يهضر على الشجره، باسكو محال ساعتين تاع طريق القايد هذا راح يلقى كل حاجه. وش يحكي لهم على الكباش بلي رخاص، وحكى لهم بلي البلايص هادو كاين مناطق لهنا كيما نقولوا حقول، بلي الكباش ماشي ممنوع عليهم يرعاو تما، ولكن الابقار ممنوع عليهم. هذه وحكى لهم بلي الابقار لهنايا كيما نقولوا مكلاسيين، يعني في المراتب الاولى تاع ولا في المراتب الاولى اللي يعاونوا الاقتصاد الايرلندي، ومن الحاجات اللي يصدروهم بزاف لكل دول العالم، على خاطرش لهنا جودة لحوم الابقار تقريبا. اللحوم الابقار ماش نهضر لكم على الاجبان وصوالح كيما سويسرا وهولندا وكامل. هذه وحكى لهم بلي الكباش رخاص. اي انا كي يحكي على الكبش يجيني ديريكتومون العيد الكبير. خليكم تكملوا تستمتعوا شويه من الطريق ومن بعد نولي لكم.
It's an unwritten rule. It's there. You have to go clockwise because if 2 coaches met, they wouldn't be able to pass. It's that narrow now. So cars even have a problem, especially hired cars, because they're not used to seeing these big things coming and meeting your face on all of a sudden. So that's an issue we have with the cars. So the ring of Dingle, or Dingle Peninsula, and around by a place called Slayhead. Up to Slayhead. Now it is a Gaelic speaking area. All the people in Ballyferriter speak Gaelic. They'll only speak English when it's spoken to them. Other than that, they just speak Gaelic all the time. There's lots of places in Ireland where they don't speak English unless it's spoken to them. So, you know, they will have daily conversations like Dias Merigway, couldn't have talked to Tom Goma, but you will govern, Neil May govern, why came for Tom May grown up.
وهذا البحر اللي راكو تشوفوه فيه يعيطولو إنش بيتش. ما على باليش على سماوه إنش بيتش، باسكو الإنش هي وحدة القياس، وحدة قياس طول ولا وحدة قياس بصفة عامة. هنايا كي تكون تخدم يعني باص درايفر ولا تكونوا دور يعني بسواح ولا دير بهم جولة سياحية في كل مكان يكون فيه منظر شباب، يحبسوا ويخليوا السياح هادو يديروا صور قبل ما تكمل المحطة الموالية. المحطات الموالية حيكون الطرقات الضيقة، الأحجار، الجبال الحجرية. دوك تشوفوا معي.
further out we go here, the more Gaelic it becomes. The more further out you go, the more people speak Irish out here. You very rarely hear any English being spoken in this area.
Now you said the monks were here. Did they make beer?
Sorry?
Did the monks here make beer?
The monks made beer and whiskey, yeah.
Right. Where's the Devil's Elbow? We're almost there.
Another few minutes and we'll be at the Devil's Elbow. Oh, you'll know it when we get there, trust me. You'll know we're at the Devil's Elbow when we get there. Now, if we can get a space up here, we'll pull in for a photo, okay?
شبيبة كيما شفتوا لهنا الطريق هاي ما فيهاش الوايت ماركس هذيك اللي في الطريق، كيفاش نقولوا حنا سيباراسيون هذيك البيضة اللي ترجع طريق فيها اتجاهين. راك فاهمين علاش ما يديروهاش هكداك؟ باسكو الطريق ضيقة، تبان لكم واسعة بصح ضيقة وكاين ناس يقولوا لي كاين طرقات ضيقين هكداك. انا هذه دوكا اللي شفتوها ولاني احكي لكم عليها راهي واسعة بالنسبة لي انا، باسكو فت في طريق الطرق هاد من بعد وين تخلي 10 سنتيمتر من كل اتجاهين. وهذا راك تشوفوا فيه هذا هو القايد، في عمره 63 سنة وعنده خبرة تاع حوالي 41 سنة في الخدمة هذه. وهنايا يبداو الطرقات الكارثية ولا المنعرجات الكارثية. هنايا قبل ما ندور في الفيراج هدايا واش ندير؟ لازم نطلع لا بريسيون ولا نطلع البريشر تاع الاكسلز. الناس اللي يسوقوا الباصات وعلى بالهم كاينه في الباصات جدد واحد البوطون طلع لا بريسيون تسمى روادي يطلعوا باش الباص ما يقيسش في الارض كي يدور في الفيراج. خليكم تكملوا لهنايا وتسمعوا واحد المرة كي نكمل الفيراج وندور تسمعوا عيطت والناس اللي كانوا راكبين معايا كانوا شغل حاكمين روحتهم وكانوا خايفين باسكو شافوا الباص راح يقيس في الجبل هذاك ولا في الحجر هذاك.
Because this is a deep gorge here and it might get stuck. That's why they say lift her up. Now you can see there's a river that crosses here.
What? Oh.
Yeah. This is the Devil's Elbow, folks.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now those of you on the left hand side as we come around, you'll be right on the edge of the cliff here. Oh, that's okay now, she'll be drop her down again.
سمعتوها كايدت. على كل حال اي واحد كيكون راكب في الباص يدير في بالو بلي الباص راح يقيس، على خاطرش ما راهوش في بلاصه الدرايفر، باسكو الدرايفر اوتوماتيك حيشوف كما نقولوا حنا الريتروفيزور ولا الميرورز تاعو في الجهه اليمنى وفي الجهه اليسرى. ولكن صح كان تحدي صعيب بزاف. دوكا الناس يشوفوا الفيديو يقول لك عادي، على خاطر في الجهه اليمنى كاين واحد الحيط حجري ولا كيفاش نقولوا حنا جدار ولا عفسه هكذا حجري تلقاو فيه غير نص متر، كيما الكوتي لا تشوفوا فيه كاين الحشيش لتما والارض وكامل. مي في القدام شويه ما كان والو، كاين حجر لتحت وبحر. هذا ما كان. خليكم تكملوا.
Really quick. For years I'm ashamed.
I still am. And I'm loving it.
Now you keep a look out yourself for the beehive huts up the right, okay? There's probably more up along this road.
Hold a baby lamb.
Oh, the baby lamb.
Look to the beehive huts, folks. Just to the right.
Oh wow.
Hold the baby lamb. It's not free, you know. You pay to hold the lamb, folks. The same as you pay to eat.
The younger the tender.
I have to say they're really getting very clever up here with the way they're shielding the huts now, because it's all a game, so they make you pay.
Yeah.
Very clever. Wasn't like when I started doing tours, they were wide open and there was no problem.
Yeah.
They're not going to make a lot of money up here, and that's the only way they're going to do it. It's a seasonal thing, so like this thing, hold a baby lamb. You know, like that's a gimmick. And then there's another one, adopt a sheep. and they send you photographs of a sheep. They all look the same. They're white, you know, but you know it's yours.
The same sheep goes to about 10,000 people.
Yeah, you can just imagine. I mean, the sheep, like 20 years later, they send you the same photograph.
Yeah, it hadn't grown a bit.
That sheep has been eaten and digested, you know.
And taken well care of.
Adopt a sheep is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Adopt a sheep.
That's kind of like a naming a star.
I was
Remember
going to
that?
say that, yep.
I did too.
I also bought Ben
It's a beautiful drive,
Oceanfront
isn't it?
property
It
in
is.
Arizona.
Wow.
Now, this is not going to get any easier, I can tell you that much, folks. Because there's a part up here which is very, very tight. Very tight. Many's a driver have left the lockers and doors here, I can tell you that.
Mirrors.
Oh, you name it, they've left it here. Now, there's a grotto here to the right. You see these all over the place. They're grottos. They were put up during the millennium year. Okay, when the Pope blessed all his people in the 1950s. These were all put up here. The higher up, the better. You see it on the right there. They're all grottos to the Blessed Virgin and to Jesus and all that. It's a Catholic thing. When the Pope blessed all his people, they put these up everywhere. They started sprouting up all over the countryside. If you look out to the left-hand side, you'll see the sleeping giant between the two islands there. Look out to the left. See the head and the stomach.
Oh, I do.
See the sleeping giant.
Yep.
See, he fell down there after drinking too much Guinness and he's lying there since. Now, this is where we just worm our way through this little chicane here.
Oh,
You
look
see
at
this?
that.
I can't.
No, look right.
I see.
What is that?
Straight down.
No, it's a big pile of foam. You see how it's doing?
Oh, with the ocean.
Ocean secretion. I love it.
Look at the colour of that water.
That's amazing.
Yes, emerald green.
No pollution here, folks. I can tell you that. No pollution here. Now, the last thing we want to see is another vehicle coming towards us.
Okay.
Because there is no way to pass. Not even a bicycle will get through here.
We'd have to back up a little.
Let you up.
Well, we won't be backing up, I can assure you that.
No, they would.
They would.
Long way down.
Cliff diving.
Oh, God.
We're nearly there.
Put a Red Bull. Red Bull song.
No, driving this road is
That's
an
what I'm
extreme
saying.
sport. Yeah, yeah. I thought you meant cliff diving.
And he's doing it with all of us yapping.
Yeah, there we go. That's true. It'll get a little bit easier after this.
هكذا الحمد لله كما نقولوا فت المناطق الوعرة كامل. واش نقول لك باللي الطرقات اللي مازالوا ما واسعين ما راهمش واسعين ولكن هادو هما صعاب بزاف. القايد هذا انا اول مره نجي لهنا باسمو بالباص. جيت مره بالطوموبيل بصح ما لحقتش انا لهنايا طلعت لهادو المنعرجات الخطيره هذوما. القايد هذا واش يحكي لي قال لي كاين بزاف حوادث تاع ناس يخليو الميروس تاعهم لتما يضربوا الجوانب تاع الباص تاعهم. حاب يقول بلاصه ماشي سهله وتتطلب تركيز كبير وصبر كبير.
How do you pronounce that? Dune? Is it Dune?
Dun, yeah, Dune. D-U for then, it means fort. Dune Quinn. Dun Quinn is the name of this area here.
That CH is.
Yeah, Dun Quinn.
Oh.
See, the H is silent. They're pronouncing it as C-U-I-N, but it's actually C-H-O-I-N. Put in here, remind them, if he's not going, he's not going.
There's stairs. I want to go down.
No, Micah, don't you dare.
Like, are you crazy? But they're there for a reason.
Okay, so this is your photo up here, folks.
If I go down to the little boulder,
Micah, when I tell you
when you get
no.
out, okay?
but like there's a
Micah,
just
stop it.
I was just gonna say
No.
no cartwheels down the hill, lady.
See these houses here. So you can see there's roofs on them now. So they've extended the houses. That's what they've done. So we're actually coming into a village here. So you think back in the mid-1900s, people living here. This is where they live.
Look at the sheep. Can I get
So they were cottages. Look at the cottage on the left where that people is standing. You see that? That was a family home.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So there would have been about 6 or 7 families living here.
In one of those, or
Oh, there could have been 14 people in one of them.
wow.
And this See what these hired people do with their cars, you see, they just abandon them, you know.
Yeah.
These are all hired vehicles, every one of these.
What does that mean?
It means if they're hired at the airport,
Oh,
they fly
hired.
in and they hire them. They're hired vehicles.
I'm hearing H.
They're the worst thing, they're dangerous. More people get killed in these cars than any other thing in Ireland. Because they're not used to our driving.
Not to be too
And they
warm.
cross the roads and they go in this. I mean, look at this fella trying to back this. Look at that. You see what I mean?
Oh, it's like a.
Rental
Is he
car?
trying to turn around?
Yeah,
and make a
rentals. That's what we call them,
3-point
hire vehicles.
Yeah,
we call
rentals.
them rentals. Yeah.
Yep.
turn? Is he gonna go the wrong way?
I don't know where he's going.
He's just trying to get up in there so we can
trying
get
to get out of the way. That's all. Because we need to get over there because there's a wall to our left. It's very narrow here. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Hey, it's not just
Do we
Ireland,
have like a?
but he's probably American.
So you looked at, I know I said they're either French or German, I think. Look to the left, see that little house you see?
Wow.
People lived here. Look to the right, there's another house. See that?
Oh, yeah.
So how old will those be again?
Look at that house there. They're talking 1800s.
Okay.
These houses, the people lived here and they fished in the water there for food. So this was a real village. So people who extended these houses made them bigger and started living here themselves.
Wait, you can actually live in.
Well, I mean, I guess you can.
Maybe I could just pay them.
Okay.
Look at that view, man. Every day.
Now we're heading up to a place called Slay Head. Slay Head. There was a movie made up here one time. They actually made a movie up here on top of this hill. They built a village, a real village of stone, and made a movie up here.
Is the village still here, I guess?
No, you see, it was a complete village, and what they wanted to do, the movie people wanted to give it away to somebody, but nobody wanted it, so they dismantled it.
Wow.
It would have been a lovely tourist thing to go and visit the movie set, but it wasn't made. This was solid stone village. Look, it was real. The schoolhouse, the pub, the church, everything was real.
Why would nobody want it?
I don't know. They tried to give it away, to give it to the tourist board, and nobody wanted it.
Wow.
So they ended up having to dismantle and take it away, which was sad, really.
Yeah.
Terrible.
شبيبة تسمع ملاك يكون يحكي لهم القايد عليك شي حاجة تلقاهم غير يستغربوا واو تلقاهم غير يديروا
There's the sleeping giant to the left. You see him when he's
هذاك
head
شغل
turned, his chin
كاينة
in his
حاجة
nose.
عادية شغل يكون
Well,
عندي
again,
هنا
it's-
كيعندهم الناس يسكنوا
There he
ولا
is
هنا
out to the wall.
كانوا
That's an island.
يخدموا
Okay, it's an
الخدمة
island.
هادي ويخدموا الخدمة هادي ما هما لا لا واو يتخلعوا واو خليكم تكملوا الطريق خليكم تستمتعوا بالمناظر فالشاب هذا المحيط الأطلسي باش نفهموا.
So there's where you see it in front of me, just at the mirror, left-hand side up there. That's where the village was up there, called Slay Head. Now, directly in front of us there. So you see those houses around there? They're all new. These here have been sprouted up over the years. If you were here 20 years ago, most of them houses weren't there. So people started building up here. Holiday homes. They're all mostly holiday homes.
So where do most of the people live here? What country from?
And you get a lot of Dutch and German who live in the west coast of Ireland. Dutch and Germans. See, they don't have to look for residence because they're members of the European Union. So they're entitled to live here. Okay.
Oh wow.
What most of them do, they buy these old cottages that are derelict and do them up. You get a grant from the government of about €70,000.
Wow.
It's called the derelict grant. If a house is derelict for X amount of years, you buy it, they will give you a grant to build it up. Now, of course, there is a law there, you can't sell it for about 20 years once they give you the grant. Okay, now it's a free grant, they just give it to you for free grant.
Wow.
Everybody's entitled to it if you have a derelict site. Anything that's been empty for more than 20 years or something. Yeah. Now remember I told you about the Lower Store Rear Cranberries?
Yes.
There's our house up there in the hill. See that big huge mansion? It's on your left hand side now. It'll be on the right hand side in a while. See it up there stuck in the hill. See, it's the biggest house here. Lots of famous people lived there over the years, but the Lower Reardon had that built. That was purposely built. It had its own studio, recording studio. point it out again to you in a minute. The Loris O'Rear.
Was that cranberries or was that
That's cranberries, yeah.
1000 Mania? Okay.
No, zombies, cranberries. There's a little school. Everybody speaks Gaelic up here, so it's all Irish speakers.
That green thing right there. Much smaller.
Bed and breakfast. Tired.
So there to the right hand side, that big house up there, that's the Loris O'Rear.
The white one?
The big one, there's only a big house there.
Oh yeah.
See, it has a shed beside it there. That's a studio beside it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Just now you can see it there at 2 o'clock.
Is she home?
She's dead.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she committed suicide.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, she's dead.
Wow. Kruger's Bar.
Most westerly one. So now you get a better look at the size of that house to the right. Look at it up there. That's
Wow.
massive. All these are all new builds. Every one of them, you can see they're new builds.
Lady, there's a bus coming. See, that'd be perfect. Something like that's
Oh, look at the sheep all in a row.
buy a house and get a sheep.
Now down there to the left-hand side is the Blasket Centre. It's a museum. That's what it is, okay? The Blasket Centre. Because out there is the Blasket Islands. Nobody lives in the islands anymore. The government made them leave the islands eventually. So they all have to come into what we call the mainland. It's strange when you mention Ireland as a mainland. It's not, because we are an island. We're surrounded by 3 bands of water. The Atlantic Ocean, the Irish Sea, George's Channel. We are the 5th largest island in Europe and the 25th largest island in the world. But we are an island. But the people who live on the islands, the Aran Islands, call us mainlanders. Which is not true, we're not, we're islanders. Now this to the left-hand side is Slay Head. Okay, Slay Head. The head of the mountain, in other words. And that's where the movie set was, in that left-hand field up there. Could imagine a whole village built across that.
Wow.
Yeah. Now some people took things from it. Now, they're not stolen, they were able to take anything they wanted. Like there was a big Celtic cross made of fiberglass. You're going to see that later on. Somebody took that and put it up in the middle of a lawn. They took slates, so it took bits and pieces.
You got it. That was one quick shutter. Okay. Yep, that's everybody.
That's one's on the
We've got 30.
Okay, go ahead.
You said it's taking way too long.
Oh, Jeannie back. Whoa, that's cool. All right. Yeah. All right, now next stop will be Dingle, okay? We're just going back around in the circle. That's
Is
what
that a
we're doing.
hole in the, is that like a little cave in the side of the
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can see it there. There's a couple of them there.
Yeah, I see it. That's a beautiful beach.
That's
Just
the
think
road.
that was like a
It's nice, isn't it?
sheltered by the
Lovely beach.
open ocean.
Think you want to go swimming in it right now?
Not right now. Well, maybe with a suit on.
Like some pictures he took of me, I'm very red. That's my sweater. I think it's good. He's just saying how bright it is.
but it is. I mean, it's you have to see things like this. You can't describe it.
Village here is called Ballia on Ferreter or Bally Ferreter, the place of the Ferreter is a family. That's the name of
رانا في طريق العودة باسكو علاش هنا عباك كيفاش يخدموا الباصات تاع التور هادو تاع السياح يديروا حلقة مغلقة، حاب يقول الطريق اللي تجي منها ما توليش منها باش ما يصراش ويتقابلوا زوج حافلات ولا زوج مركبات كبار ويحصلوا على هذيك، يبداو من نقطة A ويروحوا لبي سي ويكملوا في الدي ويعاودوا يخرجوا للطريق الكبيرة. هكذاك يخدموا لهنا ومتفاهمين كامل على الاتيناري هذا ولا على البلان هذايا.
وهكذا خلصنا اليوم الثالث. عباك البارح واش صرالي؟ البارح صرالي انه تقريبا بت بلا فطور، حبي قسمت 14 ساعة ولا 15 وزدت كي دخلت لقيتهم يحكيو على سيلف سيرفيس، فينالمون تايبل سيرفيس، حبي يقول لي يجيبولك لعندك، ومن بعد تالمو الماكلة مخلطة، دومونديت غير الفيش، جابوا لي واحد المرسو تاع سلامون غير هكذا برك بتنقرقر. والبارح بانك هوليداي ما كاملين شريمة والو. اليوم والله غير نحس بهم مساكن هادوك اللي يخدموا برا ويخدموا بعد على ديورهم وهنا ولا في الجزائر. والله نحس بهم. واش جبت؟ بيتزا ما باش قايدة مليحة ولا ماشي مليحة. والله ما على بالي. وشوية تشيكن. المهم ربي معاكم وخلاص. صحة فطوركم.